Lionheart Dreamweaving. Today I have for you a shamanic stories style card reading, and the reason that I like to call it like that and emphasize the word stories is that personally, the way I see it, the way I believe about reality is that reality is made fundamentally of stories and narrative in a consciousness. Like it's a creation of our consciousness. And so if everything is fundamentally stories, then I mean that's why we're seeing these billions and billions of dollars being poured into advertising and media monopolies and social media and information control and all of these, because like the stories that you hear and believe about yourself and about reality, that's what creates your experience of it basically. And then on a social level, when enough of us come together, that's how our societies are created, is through these collective stories that we tell ourselves and each other. So I have a quote from Sadhguru that talks about this. It says, "An individual human being is who he is only because of what he perceives." So that's why I do these kind of readings, because I want to help for people's stories to be something that's more empowering and healing for them. And that you can change a lot of your reality simply by changing the stories that are playing in your head about that reality, because that will influence your perceptions and then opportunities and even really magical things. So we're going to ask today for your reading, for your story, to get through an overall energy from this elemental oracle deck. It's overall energy. Wind, change. Okay. Yeah, big changes in the wind. The winds of change are blowing strongly. The winds of change are blowing. So, we're going to get some more details of this here, but like what I'm seeing here is actually, this is showing the kind of whole progression of society, actually, in this. There's like a spiraling out of, first like agriculture and then these big monuments, and then up here is more like a modern society emerging. So this is like the fractal of time, and exponential change creates this it's like a compounding effect of novelty, like new things being birthed into the world that never existed before. And then the more of those things that start to happen, the faster the process starts to go. Like for example, we've seen in the past just couple of decades almost more technological innovation than in the past like 100 years, and then like the agricultural phase was like 10,000 years long, and then like so on and so forth. But so what I'm seeing here is like it's this, like it's being on the brink of another big wave of change coming here. So now this can either be, depending who is coming to this reading, this can be an event in your personal life, which is impacting quite a dramatic and fast-moving. This is the Eight of Wands as well, this traveling card. And so this is like a very dramatic and fast-moving type of change, or like change that compounds upon change. Like one big change happens and then it leads to like an avalanche or a snowball of these changes. And this person is jumping and they're doing a trapeze act, and they just have to like catch, or they're just trying to catch, like like in the middle of the free flowing, in the middle of the trapeze, like flying through the air, flying through the winds of change, you like have to just like catch this opportunity as it comes along for like moving on to next step. So it's going to be this kind of, it's a really fast moment. Like this whole trapeze act, this is happening in a matter of seconds, and these people are flying through the air, and this person has to, like, these two other people have to make firm enough contact that they don't drop her to her doom, you know. So, but I'm getting here the sense that, like, in the moment, you'll very well know, like, something spiritual, some spiritual process will take over in you, and you will just, like, know and, like, make this contact. Like, I'm seeing this light, like this light around the person's hands, and I'm seeing it as this, like, inner voice light, like something just lights up and it almost, like, takes over you, and you have, like, you just make all the right choices or say the right thing at the exact right moment, or, you know, just, like, channels through you, and it's, like, effortless on your part, just coming from your higher self, basically. So let's get some more details here. Change. Change again. Yeah, so it's a big, I just want to emphasize, this is going to be, so this could be potentially collective as well. I don't know if I said that before, but this could also be a global scale, large scale something event happening. But either way, the point is, there's, like, a cosmic magnitude to this, like something. Okay, so compromise. Hold on. One second. Okay. Yes. So it's gonna be the point of the point of this message here is that, like, that you'll know in the moment, or, like, do the right thing or say the right thing in the moment, is because not all of the influences or voices in the whole greater environment or in the social sphere are going to be having your genuine best interests at heart. Like, a lot of people in life, they have their own agendas, and especially people that are, like, that become authority figures or such, or, like, that all of the different systems of authorities and everything, and all the social and political systems have their own agenda, and it's not necessarily in your best interest as an individual human being. It's like this saying of Terence McKenna, culture is not your friend. Culture is not your friend. So the point being that you can't necessarily trust external sources of authority for this, making this decision, and this could also be, this came as a tangent, but for some of you, this big change could be moving countries. I'm just getting this now because of the change in the traveling. That's, like, no brainer, obvious. I could have put that together earlier, but traveling, this could definitely be about moving to foreign countries. But then there's the issue of, like, what kind of border restrictions do they have now, and all of these legal issues that have come up in light of recent events, and the kind of hysteria and psychosis that's happening in reaction, and all of the huge amount of, like, authority, like iron fist rule authority kind of things happening in some parts of the world. So the point being, though, that, like, you can, if you take the time of tuning in and turning in with yourself. So I think the encouragement, the advice here in general is to cultivate more of a mindfulness practice and a meditation practice now already. You can start doing this now, that because what will happen, the benefit of this is, even if you do whatever 2 minutes, 5 minutes of meditation in the morning, every morning, before you get started with your day, or before you even get out of bed, you don't even have to sit up and do meditation necessarily. If you want, you can just, like, do it when you first wake up and have conscious self-reflection moment in that time before you even get out of bed. But or any other type of meditation practice. And just in general, anything that's getting you in touch with your heart so that you can like really feel and follow and be sensitive to those inner impulses. Because I'm seeing here, so first of all, this is tuning in relates with the inner voice, connecting with the inner voice. It's this color coming out here, which is flowing through her, within her. And then the thing is, there's this energy on the outside. You see all these like haunting voices, and it's all these people that don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, but they're pursuing some other kind of agenda which is benefiting them in some way, but not benefiting you at your expense, to be honest. And so, but they're sneaky, and it's a bit all pervasive in society at the moment. There's so many of these like influences that have taken over like many of the largest structure organizations. It's like dominated by these kind of energy. So, but it's like trying to get to influence you, but the more that you connect with your own energy and get strong in yourself and like do these healing practices, these self-care practices, these mindfulness practices, like it cultivates an energy within you that makes it in a way, it starts to build your aura to be stronger, so that you have more of a defense against this energy, and it doesn't influence you as much. And the benefit being that the more that you daily practice this meditation and turning in and other healing practices, the better the stronger the connection will be, and the more naturally and smoothly the flow of this automatic spiritual process coming when you do need to be in like making a spontaneous decision or a spontaneous action in the moment, and you have this right action or this right speech come through, channel through you from a higher self, a higher dimensional energy, and it like secures your security. Yeah, that's what I want to say. It just secures your situation for you in some type of magical type of way, where you just like you're making a big leap here, and then you're perfectly caught when you're perfectly received. But it's because of this like spiritual energy that you've cultivated in yourself that you're able to flow through this intense change energy unscathed, basically. Whereas some people might not necessarily be so lucky. But can you even call it luck, though? Because I'm saying this is something you have cultivated in your own energy. So I suppose anyone could do that. Let's get one or two more energies here. Is there any final advice for this Aries story? By the way, zodiac signs, you don't necessarily have to be this zodiac sign, or because we all have everything in our chart in some type of way. The violet flame. Okay. So yes, this is like the violet flame is like it's purifying, and it's like related with this these higher dimensional energies, and it's something also that you can connect to in a meditation state as well, and you can ask for this sort of purification and healing process. I'm not actually very knowledgeable about that particular tradition, so I'm not going to speak on it anything. But it's if you're called to research the violet flame, and do those type of meditations, then yes, please do for your own self. Adorn the temple, give and receive, and be magnetized. So this is like what I was saying about this is like a very, yin type of way of navigating through the world, basically. Instead of kind of trying to plow through things in a straight line, this is more of like a going with the flow and like just cultivating your own energy to be as best you can, and like self-care and like building yourself and worshiping yourself and healing yourself so to such a degree, and purifying yourself and upgrading yourself, and just giving also love and giving your skills and giving to the world generously your gifts. As the more that you develop and heal them, the more you have to give, and it like creates this infinite enhancing cycle. And like yeah, this is just really beautiful reading here, and it's like this confirmation that the more that you just take really well care of yourself and do your spiritual practices and like be dedicated to this, the better things will get, and you will magnetize all of these right opportunities to you. And I think that's all of the messages that I'm seeing for you right now in this reading. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. If you like this video, please actually click the like button. That helps the YouTube algorithm a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content someday, and comment your stories. Actually, I really should have said that earlier, but I really do enjoy reading people's stories. So if you want to share your personal story in the comments, please do below. And yeah, see you next time, and bye.